Wisco Disco. What is up, everybody? Hopefully, you still got your eyesight. Not gonna lie, I peeked at the little solar eclipse today. Pretty dope. Pretty slow. There's some clouds. I got a good look at it, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. But then it was like, it was pretty quick for me. Thought about trying to take a picture, but then I'm thinking like glasses slipped. I was just like, I saw it. It's cool. I got to be a part of it. Danny, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Dang, he's on. I didn't even get to the intro yet. Danny's in here. What's up, Danny? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you big time. But no, solar eclipse, pretty cool day. Won't be around for a while. Hope everybody, if you had glasses, hope they were legit ones. I saw a lot of stories out there about some fakes and knocks offs and recalls. Holy shit, dude. Hopefully your eyes are good. If not, hopefully you got a good lawyer. Shouldn't have to deal with that. What the hell am I even talking about? No, I was fired up, dude. I was looking at the eclipse and it got me thinking, like, man, the next time we see eclipse, cannabis better be legal in Wisconsin. But then again, I'm like, that's like what? I think it was like 20 years or so. They probably thought that 20 years ago too. I don't know. It just got me. I was fired up, man. I was like, I was pissed off that things are taking this long. Trying to digress a little bit. Probably have a gummy a little bit. Jill, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. But no, continue on here, guys. Thanks for stopping out. Big shout out to our sponsors of the show, Higher Love. If you haven't stopped by them up in the UP, please make sure you do. They've been awesome with helping grow the movement, helping be a part of it, and taking care of us. They got the promo code here. We're in talks with a new promo code coming out and that kind of stuff too. So stay tuned on that front. If you're looking in Wisconsin for some wonderful stuff that you'd be like, how is this legal? Make sure you check out Ignite Dispensary over here. They're up north across the western side of the state as well. And they got some sister stores across the west side of the state as well. Appreciate everyone stopping out. Oh, and don't forget J&E Candy. Don't sleep on them. I had seen a couple interesting things, but this one really gets me going. I want to share a video clip with you guys. This is interesting. I've heard some rumblings of some stuff going on out there as far as grows of cannabis in the United States from like terrorists. Let me play this little clip. So this clip is from a U.S. intelligence agency testifying at the Senate Intelligence Committee annual hearing on worldwide threats to America. This was 4 weeks ago. I was just shared the clip of it today. You gotta check this out. I've heard some rumblings on this. This has got me. My brain is going a million miles an hour here. Let me share my screen. I'm getting good at this sharing the screen thing. So watch out. Getting good at this tech stuff, which means I'm probably going to crash it anytime now because technology, I tell you. All right, so audio should be on. Boom. If you can put in the comments if you can hear, just put can hear as soon as it starts playing here. I don't have my wife by my side tonight. She is resting. So here we go. See if this works. Share.
Thank you. Director Ray,
Jeremiah.
we know that China is the primary provider of the predecessor chemicals and the pill presses for fentanyl. And you've pointed out in your testimony the extraordinary scope of the amount of fentanyl that has been produced. And indeed, 80% of the overdoses in Maine last year involved fentanyl. But what we're also seeing in Maine is a new phenomenon that was reported by some enterprising journalists. And that is that Chinese nationals are establishing illegal marijuana growing operations all over the state. One public report estimates there are more than 200 of them, primarily in rural Maine. They're unregulated, they're illicit, they're destroying homes because they're growing the marijuana inside, and the marijuana is very potent. What is the FBI doing to support local, county, and state officials And why do you think the Chinese have sent their citizens to rural America to establish these illegal growing operations?
Well, certainly we're observing the same phenomenon that you're describing. I know we've had a number of cases that have resulted in indictments of Chinese nationals involved with illegal marijuana grow operations here, and otherwise involved in different kinds of organized criminal activity. We are tackling that through working with our state and local law enforcement partners through a variety of task forces. We're trying to share intelligence with them to help get ahead of the threat. I'm not sure that I could give you a reason as to why it's happening, but that is something that we're very focused on. You mentioned the precursors to fentanyl, the pill presses. This issue, I would just add to that yet another one, which is that an awful lot of the meth precursors to the labs in Mexico also come from China. So it's fentanyl, it's also meth. And so there is certainly a big degree to which problems that we are experiencing here in an acute way source back to them.
Senator Heinrich.
That's so crazy. It blows my mind that I don't know. I just never thought of other countries sending people here to grow cannabis, and it just lead it to me. This all leads back to, and I could be wrong. I mean, nobody knows anything for sure. It's but we have cannabis so messed up in the United States. If it was a simple, if you want to, if you want to grow and you want to produce, here's what you do. Boom, boom, boom. Why is everything so freaking complicated? So there's not enough people to actually grow, and there's not enough product to actually get to the stores, to get to the people. Like this has been half-assed for so long, and I'm not. It's just getting crazy. It's just crazy that we are dealing with such. I mean, and it's indoor grows too. They were saying, so that's got to be a lot harder. Lot harder. Well, I don't know if it'd be a lot harder to find where it's happening. I feel like, and I don't know for sure. Again, this is all just me talking, but I would think you'd be able to see places that their energy consumption is going up or something like. But what are we doing, folks? Like, this prohibition is making everything just absurd, crazy. There are people from other countries here growing, harvesting, and selling these drugs on the black market because we are still so half-assed trying to figure it out. Oh, that blew my mind. I've heard some rumblings of that. I've heard some grows out in Cali on like tribal land and stuff of the sort. Just what in the hell? And this kind of led into some other stuff today. So today was just kind of a crazy one for me. Don says, sounds like another verse of the same old song. Reefer Madness continues, right? And it's because they're making it this difficult. Like Wisconsin, if we just came up with a freaking plan and said, and use the people who are in the game right now, whether it's hemp or farmers, get farmers who don't grow cannabis right now, get them into conversations too. Why can't you just have a bunch of freaking people sitting down at a table and figure out what 80% of the group can agree on and start putting some freaking policies into place? Why do you keep pushing the prohibition and just cluster fuckery everywhere? Then I got into this article, or then I just got sent this article. This one I didn't get to open yet. Let's see if I can bring this over to this screen. Almost no one is happy with legal weed. I can't imagine why. I'm going to guess it's because it's half-assed. They just lame as hell, bro, right? Like, dude, there's so many people that want to be doing this for the right reasons. We enjoy cannabis. If I could make 60 grand a year in today's economy, it's probably got to be closer to 70, but like, if I could work 10 hours a day, but I'm helping people get cannabis and I'm making enough to get by, sign me up. And something tells me a lot of you are in them same shoes. Cannabis is beautiful. It helps people. I like to get the medicine to the people, whether it's they have a script for it or they're just consuming it recreationally, but it's, their helper for stress, anxiety, whatever. Like, Come on. Let's get this shit figured out. So stupid. Wisconsin is brain dead, says Craig. It feels that way, unfortunately. They can't have a real conversation because it gave power back to the people, right? But we got to. Wisconsin will haul in a lot of money, right? Especially the way farms and everything are around here. Farmers, the generations, farming is Wisconsin. We could make a big, okay, there would be growing pains, of course. But I feel like with the amount of farmers we have, if we somehow started showing, hey, we're in this with you, we want to figure it out with you, and it feels like this voodoo still term that like whatever, but if it was like work with these farmers, politicians come down to the people's level, we could set the precedent for other states. I mean, I feel like every state you look at, they got a new issue with how they implemented, or they had this goofy law, or like New York and all their dispensary licenses getting thrown back. Like, it's all just a clusterfuck, and it's all because everyone's worried about the money. We need to work together. It's crazy. On God, farming is the backbone of this country. Right. And unfortunately, it's getting harder and harder for these farmers to get by. We need to do something. We need to work together. It's fucking frustrating. Almost no one is happy with legal weed. I want to see if this went into anything on that. Oh, it says Cheech and Chong, so I like that already. Danky Dank says Wisconsin is one of the best places to grow outdoor, right? And again, hemp still has a huge play in this too, which is for your grain and fiber. Like, man, I was just fired up all day. If I pass out on a damn thing here, it's because my blood pressure's been going all day. Look at how much money Wisconsin has made with alcohol. Just think about how much they can make off cannabis, right? You got that right, Josh. Hey, Jay, thanks for stopping by. The legalization of cannabis in the United States. Oh, here, let me make it. Hold on one second here. We're going to go present. I got to make it so I can bring this over here so I don't have to wear my neck out trying to do this. Share. Boom. Also, I downloaded Call of Duty because I'm like stressing. I'm like, I need to do something to just chill tonight. So if any of y'all got Warzone or whatever, man, I used to game a bit. It's been a while, but I'm a relax a little bit this evening. So let me know if any of you guys play Call of Duty yet. I just need to relax this evening. Take a chill pill, hang with some homies, something. The legalization of cannabis in the United States, the biggest change in policy for an illegal substance is prohibition ended, which they keep fucking up because they keep half-assing everything because they can't say, hey, we were wrong. Cannabis isn't bad, and just start fixing shit. I swear that's still the biggest issue is all the lives that they've affected negatively over the years, they're afraid to just come out and say, yeah, we were wrong. This should be legal. This should be a lot less restricted. So I feel like they're trying to slowly like, oh, well, it's getting better. Like, no, fucking fix it. Where was I? Legalization of cannabis has been an unqualified success for approximately no one. Yeah, I'd say unqualified for sure. True, the drug is widely available for commercial purchase. Many cannabis-related charges have been dropped, and culture has become more aligned with designers' smoking paraphernalia featured on Goop. What is that? Anyone know what Goop is? What's this Goop? I gotta Google it. What the fuck is Goop? Goop, official site. What? This ain't right. What? I think I got the wrong. I don't know. We're not going to worry about Goop right now. Then the bumbling space is a Cheech and Chong, but a significant part of the market is still underground because they fucked it up. Medical research is scant. That should be one of the first things that is really rolled out here. If we're worried about it, do the actual research. Listen to actual people. Should have smoked before I got on. And the above ground market is not exactly thriving because the government fucked it up. Longtime cannabis activists are unhappy. You don't say. Entrepreneurs are unhappy. You don't say. So are people who buy weed as well as those who think weed should never have been legal in the first place. Yep. The country is now poised to change the legal status of a new class of psychoactive drugs, psychedelics. Oh, is this just talking about, oh, you got to pay for this thing? Damn it. I was looking forward to seeing what they were. But yeah, you damn right they're gonna mess up the mushrooms just like they are cannabis. Oregon is now licensing centers that can administer psilocybin. Why can I never say that fucking word when I read it? Don't 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 judge. Don't judge. Psychobol. Somebody help me out. Spell that one out for me, guys. Josh says, look at the people that have died because of alcohol in Wisconsin and look at what about cannabis. There's a big difference, and you can make much money in the state of Wisconsin off cannabis. Your mouth will drop when you have to. Yeah, right. Hey, Josh, what's up, buddy? Thanks for swinging by, brother. Todd's laughing at me because I can't talk. Psilocybin. Hey, boom. It just came back to me. See, ADD. It works like that. So they've got psilocybin rolling out in Oregon. What do you think that's going to look like? It shouldn't be a clusterfuck, but guarantee it will be. Limbo. There's limbo everywhere. Oh, Scott, is that you making fun of me with that face looking like Mr. Potato Head? What you getting at, Phil? Scott, keep calling district senator once a week or month. Yes, absolutely. We need to get these people woken up. We need to get rid of this shit. We need to fix it. It's so freaking annoying. Oh, are you guys seeing all this stuff I got here? I got more for you. Hold up. Hold up. Dustin, what's up, buddy? Thanks for swinging by. There was quite a few things in the news today. This one as well. Amid cannabis legalization, a civic problem lingers, the smell. If the smell is the biggest problem we got, that's awesome in my book. That, like, there are times I love the smell, but there are times I wish it didn't smell because I know the people I'm around, they can smell it, they don't enjoy it. So I totally respect that. It would be really cool if there's a way to keep the taste, the flavor, the effects, but just to get rid of the smell, the smoke, and the exhale. Dustin, if you want to work on that, that'd be dope. So let's see what we got going on here. The pungent odor of cannabis has emerged as a quality of life issue from New York City to Amsterdam. Here's how cities are dealing with it. This sounds interesting. A 76-year-old woman in Washington, D.C.'s Cleveland Park neighborhood sued the tenant who lived in a rental apartment adjoining her home, arguing that she was made ill by the smell of smoke from the cannabis he was using. This sounds like a clusterfuck. Not saying she's wrong. This just sounds like a clusterfuck. The civil suit filed in 2020 eventually went to trial. The defendant, a 73-year-old restaurant manager, argued that smoking medically prescribed cannabis eased his pain and sleepiness. Ooh, this is going to be... This judge is going to have his hands full. And that he took only a few puffs each night. I'm not Snoop Dogg, he said at trial. Quote, unquote, I'm not Snoop Dogg. Oh, that's awesome. But in June, a judge ordered the tenant to refrain from smoking pot, not only in his own home, but also within 25 feet of her residence. Ooh, okay. This would be interesting. The case stands to landmark in the fast-evolving landscape of legal weed in the U.S. Possession of small amounts of cannabis for personal use have been permitted in the district since 2015. Currently, 24 states have decriminalized the drug. Many jurisdictions, including D.C., stipulate that weed cannot be smoked on public streets. Shout out to Madison for allowing it. Sidewalks and parks. And apartment dwelling smokers who follow the law and indulge in their own homes may find that the herb's pungent side effects can lead to friction with nearby tenants. You don't say. That sucks. That's shitty. What is... New Breed says, smell spell. Have you ever smelled a brewery go through the south side of Lax? Get the hell out of here. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Or have you ever driven through Kakana? Yo, if that was like a stereo that was that loud, that smell, how loud that smell is, if that was a stereo, they would unplug your shit. You'd never be able to play music again. Yeah. Lies, it's all lies. Meet me in the van down by the river, says Philip Scott. Apartment dwelling smokers. In the wake of ongoing wave of cannabis legalization, a vexing question is rafting across the urban policy space. What do we do about the smell? Legal weed and its associated funk has generated more than just lawsuits from unhappy neighbors and dwelling takes about whether it really matters or not. It hangs over more serious new local regulations like the odor laws. Whoa, where are these? What are they? Where we got odor laws? Dawn says social smoking is part of the culture and needs to be allowed at bars and clubs. We need to secure the rights to social smoking spaces. Jill says not everyone likes the smell of alcohol. True that. Has anyone driven past a freaking turkey farm in July? I can't say that I have. What does that smell like? Like, what do turkeys smell like? Bro, I had a turkey in my backyard when the eclipse was happening. I took a picture of it. I'm in Green Bay. I ain't never seen a turkey in my yard till today during the eclipse. That was another weird thing that happened today. Not sure what to make of it. And I know Philip Scott don't believe me, so I'm gonna pull it up too. Hang on. Just hang on a second. Whoa. Is this thing back on now? What's happened? Hey, is this on for real now? Whoa. Am I back? What's happening? Bro, it's the fucking turkeys. The fuck? The FBI? Dude, I shared the CIA. We had the eclipse. Is there some shit going on? Am I back? Can you hear me? This is so weird. I can't, like, I see me now. Hey, we're back. All right. That was some. What the fuck is going on? Dude, what? Bro, there's some shit going down. The fucking. I'm going to show you this turkey before the FBI takes my picture. Hold on. Look at this fucker. Look at this turkey. How do I share this one now? Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know. I just said no internet, and now the internet's back. Hey, the turkey farm. Anyone tell me what the turkey farm is, by the way? Somebody told me there was a turkey farm and you can smell it. Here we go. All right, share. Boy, that was fucking bizarre. I don't know, man. I don't even fucking know. Check it out, bro. Fucking turkey in my backyard. That's a turkey. Can I get an amen? Can somebody verify that that's a get ready for the SWAT team? No kidding. Hey, hon, are the doors locked? She says, yeah, babe. I sure hope so. Fucking closing my blinds, too. This is the window the turkey was out of. Fuck you, turkey. That's a fucking turkey, bro. Crazy shit going on out there, folks. Now, let's get back to this crazy situation we had in the article. And if I go off again, send help because it wasn't me. Okay, that was fucked up. Shot it. No, well, I don't know. Does a BB gun kill a turkey? Can I get affirmation from anybody who's tried that before? Buzz run. There you go. Okay, so back to the smell and the dude who's not Snoop Dogg. So he says, I don't smoke that much. What's your problem, lady? The judge ordered the tenant to refrain from smoking pot, not only in his home, but 25 from his neighbor. The case stands to be a landmark in the fast-evolving landscape of legal weed in the U.S. Possession of small amounts of cannabis for personal use have been permitted in the district since 2015. So what are they going to do here? The funk. This gentleman says, we get numerous complaints from visitors to Times Square about the pervasive smell of cannabis, says Tom Harris, the president of Times Square Alliance. Boy, that sounds like a groovy job. It's like Cheech and Chong out there, and guess what? It's legal. Damn right it is. In New York City, weed can be smoked anywhere a cigarette smoker can light up. Okay. A range that excludes public parks and plazas. Since a 2021 state law legalized recreational cannabis, the number of misdemeanor arrests for cannabis possession and use in the city has collapsed. Thank you. That's how it should be. Bow and arrow, no noise. That's what he says. I like it. That's a good play. Bubba, what's up, man? Yo, the FBI just attacked us. We played a video with the FBI and shit. I saw a turkey during the eclipse in the city of Green Bay in my backyard. I was trying to tell the people that internet went out. Some fucking weird shit up here, Bubba. Weird shit. I ain't making it up. They can tell you in the comments. Yeah, told you, man. Crazy. In 2011, at the height of stop and frisk era in New York City policing, that sounds like fun, more than 50,000 New Yorkers were nabbed on pot charges. Damn, 50,000 in a year. Fuck. At the end of 2023, the number stood at fewer than 500. Let's go. Round of applause. It's a fucking plant. Shouldn't even be 500. Well, there's probably some crazy people out there doing some crazy shit with cannabis. I guess there could be somebody who could get in trouble with cannabis. Yeah, let's leave that as a thing. Can't say anything with cannabis. You can't get in trouble. You getting high on your supply? No, man. Nothing today yet. Nothing today, Bubba. Pretty nuts. Dismantling this cornerstone of the war on drugs, many have argued was long overdue, given the stark racial bias in cannabis enforcement. The weedification of New York City also has brought unforeseen consequences. Vape shops proliferated in the unsettled post-pandemic retail environment thanks to their low startup costs and ability to squeeze into small storefronts. What? Bro, guess how many unlicensed smoke shops and dispensaries there are across the 5 boroughs in New York? Come on, somebody guess. Okay, 5 boroughs. How many smoke shops do you think there are that are unlicensed? Be legit. Bubba, 1,000, that's kind of where I'm thinking, right? 1,000. That sounds heavy, but 50, says Jill. What's up, Mark? 8,000 unlicensed smoke shops and dispensaries in 5 boroughs in New York. Oh my God. 25. Close, Jeremiah. We're close. 8,000 unlicensed smoke shops and dispensaries in 5 boroughs. Bro, we're going to Google Maps this. I got it. What? That's crazy. That's why we need to get our shit together and quit making it so fucking complicated to open a dispensary and to buy from a fucking dispensary. I'm not one to believe in like the crystals. I'm sorry. Me personally, I don't feel like the crystals and the Gemini and that kind of stuff really affects me. Like, but something with this eclipse today, man. I'm fucking ready. I'm ready. Where are these people? Who we need to talk to? What do we need to do? Some shit's got to change around here, folks. Getting sick and tired of this. Let's pull up our Google Maps. I'm going to type in vape, because you know vape shops out there got THCA. So let's look at this. I want to see it. I want to do my own little investigative journalism or whatever you call this. Present, share screen. Yes, I'm sure. All right, so we're going to go to, let's try Brooklyn. Brooklyn. No, New York. Damn, by any means, he says. Right? All right, so let's say we're down here in Brooklyn, and now we're going to type in, let's try just vape. Brooklyn. Yeah, that's a couple, I suppose. I don't know about the 1,000, but well, I suppose they're not all just called vapes. What if we type in CBD? Ooh, kratom. CBD kratom. Whoa. Whoa. Who is CBD kratom? They got something everywhere. Chelsea, kratom, NoHo, Times Square, CBD. I mean, okay, they definitely got some stuff going on. Hemp. Oh yeah, notice these aren't the same shops. So they okay, so this is definitely heavily saturated. Let's try THC. Okay, and let's try dispensary. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot going on down there. Again, we're in Brooklyn right now. What is Buds and Brains Dispensary? Sounds like someone let Philip Scott pick out a name again. You can do better. Like Granny Zaz weed. Cannabis. Well, why'd you go marijuana dispensary, bro? Come on. I wonder if this is an actual dispensary or if they're one of these. I don't know. It's got to be a Dope House Dispensary. There's a beautiful name. I can only imagine what's going on out there. It's like the Dutchy menu in the IP, right? So, anyways, they got a lot of shit going on down there in New York. 8,000 unlicensed smoke shops and dispensaries. Fucking crazy. Unbelievable. Just legalize this shit. You wouldn't need 8,000 of them. It's like everybody's smoking a joint now, Adam said at a press conference in 2022. Yeah, and everyone's chilled the fuck out. The issue is hardly limited to New York City. No, really? From the Emerald Village, a strip of cannabis businesses in West Hollywood, California, that boasts of having more dispensaries per square mile than any city on earth. More than what we just talked about? I got to see what this is now. Move over to Amsterdam. West Hollywood has sky high. Okay. I just want to see if they got a rough number. Oh, this is a video. I don't want to watch a video right now. They're popping up everywhere, folks. Even in Amsterdam, where cannabis had been decriminalized since the 70s, city leaders are making efforts to clear the air. The Dutch city banned outdoor pot smoking in the tourist-heavy red light district. What? Bro. People just have a bias toward people that are using cannabis. This I tend to agree with. Says Aaron Smith, the co-founder and CEO of National Cannabis Industry Association. Excuse me, a trade industry group. It's outliers of people who don't like the fact that weed is legal. They see it as a culture war, and they use the smell to poke at laws. Who was I talking to? Senator Johnson from Milwaukee. She was saying that when she was talking with law enforcement officials, the number one thing that people are still getting pulled over for is that lead to cannabis is for having a license plate bulb that's burnt out. Don't make sure you check those. It's a pain in the ass because somebody's got to check it or you got to start it and go look behind it. And it's easy if you just have one on and not the other. Double check them things because that was the number one thing that people were initially getting pulled over for that was leading to cannabis in Milwaukee. And sadly, I can see that being around a lot of places. Devin says, I can't even keep up with the demand for Michigan products. That snowstorm last week put a delay on my ability to travel 300 miles to the nearest dispensary, right? Crazy. We need the smokers of Wisconsin to protest. Hey, I'm thinking, and if we got somebody, because I feel like I want to try to do this, but it's been on my list for a while now. If somebody can help me with some graphic design work, I want to design a shirt that says Smoke the Vote. Smoke the Vote. Something to that nature. And we need to get this rolling where we're making sure that politicians are for cannabis, because if you can't get on board with something that 80% of the people want, if not more, I think it was like 86%, you fucking don't need to be in office. Plain simple. Yes, there's a lot of other issues. Yes, it's not just cannabis, but something so simple, and you can't figure out a way to help the people who vote for you, get the fuck out of here. So let's smoke the vote. Can we do that? Is that a thing? Anybody, am I onto something? Should I table that for later? I just had my license plate bulbs replaced last year. At a boy, promote the smoke, says Bubba. We need people who live in the districts where our problem children serve and vote the bastards out. Yes, I just had a gentleman reach out. I'm hoping he just moved here from a legal state, and he's in Voss's district, and he is very confused with how cannabis works in Wisconsin. I'm hoping we can get him on board for making some noise. Smoke the vote. I like it, says Dave. Hey, maybe we're on to something. Okay. Tommy says, New Lesbian, Wisconsin. Yeah, they should legalize it in Wisconsin. Yeah, I can make those shirts for you. Oh, Tommy. I need a shirt, guy. Send me a DM. Send the page a DM if you don't mind. Devin says, not figuring out how to legalize cannabis as a politician is like not knowing how to wipe your ass as a plumber. Dude. And again, if we fucking figure it out right, bro, set the stage for the rest of the states. Nobody's got it perfect. No, we're not going to get it perfect, but I think we can do it a hell lot better than a lot of other states. And it's because we have the amount of farmers we do. Listen to the fucking people. Get them involved. Quit having these meetings with, I don't know who the hell is there, but when you come out with some of these rules, it ain't normal people. It's people with money or what. We just need to flip the whole fucking thing. Flip the whole thing. Rochelle says they aren't going to do anything unless their pockets will get filled. That's where I'm hoping we can find some people to step up and run who are just going to be able to get voted in because they care about the people. We need to flip politics, if that's possible, because I feel like it isn't just cannabis, but cannabis is probably the biggest example of how politics are completely fucked up. Boy, I'm swearing a lot. Baby's not here yet. Jill, Clark County needs help. Yes, we need help in Clark County. Dustin, everybody should contact their local police chief and ask them if they still search vehicle based on odor. 100%. That is a good one. Rochelle says, promote the smoke, vote. Ooh, that works too. Nikki says, I'll try your shirt design too. Thank you, Nikki. Westby, Wisconsin on the board with legalizing. Let's fucking go. Hey, Garrett. All right. And Dawn says, we can do it our own damn way because they're like us. Do it state. Whoop, I'm fucking zoning. Or we can do it our own damn way because they're like us. Do it state to state. I want to get social smoking spaces recognized and allow the Tavern League to sell products. Hey, cannabis stock Tillery is currently up 60% in the last month. Philip Scott says we need to sit down with the Police Chief Association. Dude, let's do it. If you got a contact on that, I would be happy to send out some information. Send out a feeler, something. Where else are we here? Push back against cannabis odor. Oh, another article you got to pay for. Come on, we don't roll with that. If you make us pay, we got other stuff to do. Burton says, yeah, if these politicians are blatantly working against the people's will in their instance, then they certainly are going to be doing it in other ways, right? Jeremiah says, we push the politicians to Agard's bill. Yeah, because it sure seems to just be politics that are holding it up or something, man. I mean, people keep saying they've got the support behind closed doors, or you sit down with these folks and they're not all saying it's negative or what. Well, fucking let's go. Justin says, where are you at? I'm in Green Bay, man. Word, we doing it. Let's go, Phil. I would love to start a smoking lounge. Been designing it in my head for years. Yes, hangouts, lounge, chill. Enjoy. Why can't I go to a bar? Well, I hate talking smack on alcohol, but for these politicians who cannabis is bad, why can I go to a bar? Why can I go to, again, a grocery store, buy a trailer load of Everclear? You're not worried about that, but you're worried about how much cannabis I have. What the fuck we got to do here, guys? What's it going to take? What we got to do? We ready? We need to write our own bill, says Jill. If there's somebody I can ask about that, I'm down. I think it's not a terrible idea, but I have no idea if that means it's okay or puff and smoke or what. But To me, if you can get people on both sides of the aisle, because then you can't say, well, this is supported by the. No, this is the people of Wisconsin, the people who elect you, the people who put you in your job, basically the people who hired you. Yeah, us. Not just, oh, our boss says we can't be legal. So it's just, I don't know. Well, see you later. Find a new job. Like, God. Devin says $2.60 per share for Tilray. If you buy today, let's say you have 44 invested at the price. All right, I got to check out this Tilray. That would be what they are waiting for. Devin says allocating funds into cannabis stocks while they're down is probably a good idea. Dustin says the very few states that have no legalizations are the only states not being bought out on land grabs by foreign countries. Okay. Don says they're just shining on us. Some places that's serious disrespect, right? Just rigged for the rich to get richer, and it sure freaking feels that way. Unfortunately, man. Okay, let me take a deep breath here. Let's check out Ohio. Ohio's got the Division of Cannabis proposes new rules for recreational cannabis. What do you think they got up their sleeves now, folks? Let's see. Do we think it's going to be a good measure that they're going to be rolling out? Or do you think it's going to be some half-ass thing that I'm going to read it and we're going to go, that doesn't make sense. Let's see what we got. Maybe Ohio's coming out of the woodwork. Maybe they're going to figure, maybe they're doing something good. Ohio's anticipated rollout of recreational cannabis could happen as soon as this summer. The Division of Cannabis Control has proposed a new set of rules that dispensaries would have to follow and the latest step towards issuing license. Here we go. The DCC said it's on track to issue the first licenses in June to facilities that are already set up for medical sales. It would issue a second set of licenses to non-medical facilities in September. The new proposed rules include opening at least 500 feet from places like schools, public parks, and churches. I've seen worse. I think 500 feet. I don't know. Doesn't sound terrible, like a terrible thing. Closing by 11 p.m. And other rules that can serve security, visitor policies, financial responsibility, and how dispensaries will dispose of waste. I'll take the waste, bro. Jeff McCourt, the CEO, which owns the Landing Dispensary in Columbus, is encouraged by the rule set. We are really excited to see how quickly and thoroughly the Division of Cannabis Control is moving to implement what voters approved in Issue 2. We see the DCC being engaged in all that, and we are really optimistic that the pathway they have set out is going to be smooth and effective. Hey, okay. Well, not terrible. It doesn't go into much detail about anything else yet. Oh, wait. I think I might have something here. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit more, maybe. Dustin says Ohio is operated by Illinois. I could see that. Jill says Canada got it right. I don't know too much about their rules and regulations, but they've been doing it for a minute. Burton says, I'd be amazed if Ohio got it right. I was surprised that they beat us to the punch, but at this point, I'm not, but I just feel like Ohio is a little more dated than Wisconsin. But so here we go. This rule provides that no person may own, control, or have financial interest in more than one cultivator, more than one processor, more than one testing lab, or more than 8 dispensaries. What? Financial interest control. This rule provides that no person may own, control, or have financial interest in more than one cultivator, more than one processor, more than one testing lab, or more than 8 dispensaries. I think I can gather what they're trying to stop from happening. I'm just a little confused at some. I don't know. Seems a little messy. I don't know. As far as disclosure of ownership and financial interest control, prior to the issuance of a provisional license and the issuance or renewal of a certificate of operation, each applicant or license must submit records to the division regarding their ownership, control, and financial interest. Okay. Burton says ridiculous. How many redundant breweries are there, right? Corporations are people too. No money for you, right? No monopoly. Canada has smoke spots in public for cannabis. Okay, that's dope. Jill says to stop takeovers. People who should have their rights restricted. LS's burden. Fair. So I guess this makes sense. You got to provide what you're going to be regarding ownership, control, financial interest. Then there's also notice of intent. This rule requires the licensee to notify the division prior to entering into any agreement that would make certain modifications that must be reported to the division. I think that sounds pretty normal. There's a new rule for change of ownership. A licensee must obtain prior approval from the division before modifying its ownership, provided modifications involving less than 10% of ownership in a license do not require prior approval. Okay. Change of entity name or registered trade name. A license must obtain prior approval from the division before modifying its entity name or registered name. And here's our waste disposal. This rule set out the requirements of disposing cannabis waste, including that it be rendered unusable, as well as how it must be tracked in the state's seed to sale tracking system. Okay. Interesting. Doesn't sound terrible. Rule lays out permissible activities of dispensary with the certificate of operation. Oh, here we go. Quality, operating procedures, and quality assurance. Dispensaries are required to establish, maintain, and comply with written policies and procedures for the daily operation and distribution of cannabis. Any major modifications must be submitted to division for review and approval. Dispensaries must establish areas in the facility that are compartmentalized based upon function, which at minimum include the designated retail space and secure limited access area. The rule also establishes permissible hours of operation, points of sale requirements, and standards for drive-through windows and curbside pickup. Okay. Oh, God, I missed a couple comments. Jill says, how many bars are on the corners in the States? Every one of them. A lot of rules and regulations in this biz, right? Dawn says, sorry about voice typing with food in my mouth. Riley? Okay, really? Wisconsin, vote. Who wants a cannabis monopoly and who wants free farming open market? Ooh, I want the farming market. What do you guys want in the comments? I should put that up. I like that. Bubba says just roll a joint already, right? Yay. Oh, is there one more on here? What do we got here? Minimum security. Oh, here you go. Minimum security and surveillance requirements. Not a terrible idea. Each dispensary must establish, maintain, and comply with written policies and procedures that ensure adequate security, surveillance, and control of licensed premises that prevent diversion, theft, or loss, and meet the minimum requirements outlined under this rule. Okay. Farming. See, look at this. Farm. Potato farm. What? Or no, cowboy potato? Farmer's market, Josh. I just wish I could grow. Yes, grow your own, 100%. Now that I got my hemp growers license, I was thinking about when I set up the little grow again. I was thinking about putting a little webcam on it so you guys can check in on it and make fun of me for it not being perfect or whatever, but just something on there. Is that a terrible idea? That'd be kind of neat. So Ohio's got some new rules. Again, that video with the Chinese terrorist organization people growing the eclipse, the turkey. It's been a day. Don't want to see hemp beans. It's depends on who you ask what it is. All right, there, Bubba. You just calm down, Bubba. Damn it, Bubba. I do think I need to go chill out though, guys. Take a little breather here. See if I can't. Maybe I got an update for my internet. That was so bizarre that went out on me too. But we got a lot of things popping. I'm gonna be, I think, a little less chill in my videos, and I think it's time we start making a little more noise. I've been trying to take the approach of like, let's not piss off anyone because it's going to take as many people as we can find. So I've been trying to really kind of, I'm not saying I'm like going to purposely be like, yeah, suck. But man, I'm just ready to be a little more passionate, I think is the word maybe. I mean, I'm passionate, but I just don't like to show frustration for some reason. And I think we got to keep it just a little more real on here. So, yeah, let her rip, right? Let her rip, Tater Chip. Told my wife that we were out frothing today. Like, you know, you got to let the big dog eat once in a while. You know what I'm saying? And then I fucking, man, I swear, sometimes it feels like the throw is perfect. I'm going to dislocate my arm when I'm done, and the damn thing still ain't go very far. Just like regular golf, but it is what it is. Passionate wins. There we go. That's the word. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping out. We could talk a long time because there's just a lot of shit, but I want to keep it a little more what's going on every time we're on here, and let's start figuring this shit out. Let's start doing some shit, making some noise. I appreciate you guys. Bobby Bean's gonna go take a chill pill. You guys have a good evening. In Ohio, some of your rules aren't terrible, but I'm gonna watch you because I feel like you're up to something. All right, guys. Much love, everybody. Peace out.